We live in a throwaway culture where older things break down and end up on the curb. It makes sense that you'd think that your penis breaking down is an inevitable part of aging. But look, your penis is not a record player that has seen one too many spins. In this video, we're looking at the 5 most prevalent and most damaging myths that prevent men from aging with strength and sexual vitality. So let's bust these myths right now so that you can keep having hot sex, keep feeling your most alive, maintaining your sizzling sexual relationships until your dying day. Hello, I'm Caitlin V, former professional sexual health researcher with published things under my name and a general internet expert on men's sexual health. Check the 50+ million views as of the time that I'm recording this and the thousands of people who have gone through my courses. So, all that aside, why listen to a young 30-something about sex and aging? No, I may not be in my golden years, but I am a professional sex coach who has helped, check the chart, thousands of men to improve their sex life and keep it going well into their late adulthood. Let's get into the myths. Myth number 1, you and your partner will lose interest in sex. This myth persists because sex among older people is simply not discussed. But some researchers straight up asked older people what they thought about sex, and look, 65% of seniors are still into a good roll in the hay. Like, these sexy older dudes are getting it. And by the way, these sexy older ladies are getting it too, okay? Many people report having the best sex of their lives after the age of 65. And again, it's no surprise there because the pressure to like jackhammer and go as fast as possible and all that is gone. And we can finally just like relax and enjoy ourselves, which honestly I think is the best sex. But whether it's relaxed, kinky, pounding ball gags, oh my God. I've just invited the image of a grandma in ball gag into my life and I'm here for it. Let's get back on track. Losing interest in sex is not inevitable, which brings me to my next point. Myth number 2, sex in your relationship will stop. Studies have shown that 55% of older couples get it on, which makes sense because an overwhelming majority of older people still believe that sex is an important part of a romantic relationship. You see, it is not age that kills the romance, it is attitude. So if you want to keep having sex until you're 100, literally nothing is stopping you. And I freaking mean that. Nothing is stopping you. Quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Let's Get Checked. Boom. They send super easy testing kits for all kinds of various health-related stuff right to your home without a doctor's note or prescription. They make it super easy to get a picture of your health. Now, I am kind of a health nut, and one thing that I'm particularly wild about is that the male subscribers of my channel and all of the men that I work with get a complete picture of their male hormone health, which is more than just testosterone. It's actually more than just free testosterone. Actually, Let's Get Checked Male Hormone Complete or Male Hormone Advanced kits are something that I recommend to every single guy, both who I work with as a coach and who watches this channel. And that's because testosterone is a super important part of your overall well-being, and it is part of a complete picture inside of your male hormone health. And unfortunately, a lot of doctors don't do robust enough testing. They don't offer what Let's Get Checked offers. If you want to try their service, you can go to trylgc.com/CaitlinV and put in code CaitlinV30 at checkout for 30% off. Myth number 3, as you get older, you can't work out or be physically active anymore. Hip replacements, knee surgeries, shoulder injuries. As my mom likes to say, getting old is a bitch. But listen, at 74, Joanne swims, walks, dances, bikes, kayaks. She's a badass. I mean, just look at her. Nothing stops this woman and nothing can stop you, again, except for your own attitude. Listen, despite any physical challenges, it is essential to move that sexy body as often and as joyfully as you can. Why? Because erectile dysfunction is directly linked to physical inactivity. And listen, I know some of y'all have worked very hard and you have really earned your relaxation in your retirement, but if you sat your whole life at a desk all day stressing or not being that good to your body, it's never too late. After all, breaking a sweat has been shown to improve erectile function in men with ED. Not playing when I say it is never too late. I'm quoting my friend, Dr. Emily, also a testosterone expert. We've seen her on this channel before. It is never too late, which brings me to myth number 4, the myth that it is somehow too late. The earlier that you stop smoking, the earlier that you start exercising, that you start eating better, that you cut out that food that you know you're not supposed to be eating and put in some more greens, the earlier you can have better erections. Think about it. 6 months from now, you can have better erections. You can have rock solid, strong erections in the not so distant future, but you have to start taking care of yourself today. And this is true no matter what age you are. It is not rocket science. You are not going to listen to me sitting here telling you that there is some magic formula for having rock hard erections. The magic formula is don't smoke, don't drink alcohol in excess, get plenty of fluids, exercise on a regular basis, and treat your body right. But if you won't do it for any other reason, do it for your dick, dude. And if you need some help and some motivation and you want a group of brothers to support you in doing that, and you want the support of a mid-30s sex coach who knows her shit, then I recommend that you apply for coaching with me. The link is in the description below. I offer all kinds of support for you. So if you don't feel like getting off the couch right now, or you feel like taking care of your dick is a lost cause because he hasn't seen any action for a while, or maybe he's never seen any action at all, we are here to support you and get you to where you want to go. If you don't believe in yourself, you can borrow from me, because you know what, dude? I believe in you. I believe in you a whole lot. And I believe that you deserve to have exactly what you want, from the retirement that you want, to the relationship that you want, to the hot, sexy, kinky, ball gag grandma sex that you want. I'm here for you, because men of all ages can have sexy, sizzling, hot sex lives. Whether or not you have an erection, you can have a great sex life, okay? There's literally no reason. You can, trust me, people have been having great sex without erections since the dawn of time, men included, all right? But it doesn't always come naturally. Strong erections are not guaranteed. You have to give your brain and your body a fighting chance at aging strong. Which brings me to our 5th and final myth, that you will naturally de-stress when you retire. For the last 30 to 40 years-ish, you've worked hard and played hard, and now you're thinking that you're gonna retire and you're just gonna naturally be able to completely relax and enjoy yourself. Guess what, bro? Relaxation is actually a skill. It is not something that just happens naturally. And if you've ever spent any time in Florida, you would believe that the secret to relaxing is drinking rum before 3 p.m., but it's not. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but studies actually show that retirement brings its own host of stressors, at least at first. It's what Harvard Health calls the retirement blues. Retirement is a huge transition. Your money situation drastically changes. That requires a recalibration and a new plan for living. Often it's accompanied with like a move, shift in relationship dynamics, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So like, zero pressure. So it makes sense, of course, that the first couple years of retirement are not going to be all hammocks, rainbows, and margaritas. Although some of y'all really are hitting the margaritas hard. It is shocking, Florida. Here's the thing. Stress is one of the leading psychological causes of erectile dysfunction. Stress is one, and this is for men of all ages, of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction. So taking active steps to relieve stress is vital. Yoga, deep breathing, meditation, staying physically active, working with a coach or a therapist on stress. Remember, so much of stress is just based on what you believe and the stories that you tell yourself about life. You cannot just wake up one day and you are really good at managing stress. It is something that you have to practice over time. And things that you may not have been receptive to when you were driving to the office every day and spending all that time in traffic and just trying to provide for your family, well, now you have time to actually invest in those things and in yourself. Stress management is essential to erectile strength. In one study, when men reduced stress, their erections became stronger. At this point, you're like, yeah, Dad, Caitlin, okay, it makes sense, I'm sold. Okay, and now that you recognize what it's like to go through the aging process as a man, I also invite you to do an excellent job of supporting your woman through her transitions as well. It is no secret that women's aging process and going through menopause changes our bodies and our lived experience on a scale that is slightly different than that of what men go through. And I invite you to be encouraging and supportive. And as she is going through her changes, being a prepared man who understands and has done even a minimal amount of research. Honestly, guys, we're so impressed when you try even just like this much to know what's going on with our bodies. You can meet her with equanimity and the kind of masculine support that she is looking for. And understanding the way that her body has changed, and that's a whole different video, but her hormones, her vaginal tissue, her libido, these things are also going to change. And you, if you're going to be a great lover, are going to want to change with her. It doesn't mean that you can't have great sex. It means that great sex might look a little bit different than the way that it did when you were younger. So, my man, you do not have to go silently into that good night, and neither does she. You can take care of yourself. You can provide pleasure for her. You can be a pillar of strength and sexual vitality as you age. And nothing is sexier than that.